Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another beauty video. Today I have another tutorial video for you because we are going to create this very fun green monochrome makeup look. This is all inspired by one of the lipsticks I recently got, which is the Mina lipstick in shade 734, and it's a green lipstick as you can see. And it's so cool, I love it so much, and I just really wanted to do a full green moment using this lipstick. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna create this look, so let's quickly get into the tutorial. I'm gonna start off with my primer and my base, and it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm not gonna really do anything special for this. So we're just gonna speed through this. I'm using my regular Essence Fix and Last Jelly Primer just to make sure my pores are filled and I have a nice even base to work with. And then we're gonna go in a tiny bit of a weird order because I want to use this foundation, which I've had for a while, but I know that it dries down really quickly, so I can't really do concealer on top of it. So I am doing concealer first and then going over it with foundation, which is also probably gonna be really good for covering up all these spots. So I'm using my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. And I'm just covering up everything that I want to cover up. And usually I keep it at that, but my skin is pretty red because I just took off another layer of makeup. So there's a lot of redness over here. So I do want to just get into some foundation just to cover up some of that. Anyway, it's also really late. It's not really late, but I had a really busy day because this morning I had to drive over really quickly because I had an appointment at 1 p.m. to finish up my internship. But to be able to get to that appointment, I first had to drive over to Nijmegen. But my boyfriend had a different appointment that he needed the car for at 11:30. So I had to drive like really quickly. The schedule was tight. And then I had to bike over to my appointment really quickly. And then when I just stayed there, I chatted with some of my ex-colleagues. And then when I got back, I had to film a video real quick. So I did that and have some food. And then I went to Burlesque. I'm getting into the foundation now, by the way. I haven't used this one in a while. I also have no idea if this has maybe gone bad or not, but we'll see. Also, it is a tiny bit too orangey for me, as you can probably tell. That is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. I'm using the shade 20 Neutral Alabaster. Maybe I could go a shade lighter actually, but oh well. Anyway, I had to film a video really quick and then I had to bike over to my burlesque class. So then I had burlesque for like an hour, and then my friend and I, the friend that I take burlesque with, we went to the movies together right afterwards, and I still haven't really had any dinner. And then on the way back from the movies, I biked to the grocery store. I quickly got a pizza, and then I got over here. I ate the pizza just now, and now I'm filming, and it is 11 p.m. and it's nice because I have the plans of going back to my boyfriend tonight. So I still have to drive an hour after I'm done with this, and I have to pack my bags for a week because I'm barely in my room right now. It's just how the schedule works. I have to drive for an hour, so it'll be like 2 a.m. until like 1 a.m. 2 a.m. until I get to my boyfriend's place, and then I need to take a shower because it's a tight schedule today. But tomorrow I can sleep in a bit, so that's good. Anyway, we got the foundation on. I still really like this foundation. Also because like the fact that it dries down so quickly is a bit annoying in learning how to apply it. But like when it is applied, it doesn't feel like I have layers of sticky foundation on my skin, you know? It actually feels pretty decent and you don't actually need to set it. So I'm just gonna set my under eyes with some powder because those will definitely move. So I'm going into the Essence All About Matte Fixing Loose Powder. But yeah, I still need to also pack my bags, and that should be pretty easy. I do it every single week, so I should be quick. But the thing is, I also want to like pick out outfits that I would like to wear during the rest of the week. You know, look at the weather, look at what kind of things I can wear. I'm going to the zoo this weekend for 2 days, so you know, I need something zoo appropriate. I also want to bring matching makeup, so I do need to pick out what makeup and what lippies and whatever, because I can't bring everything. So it always takes a tiny bit to pick my bags, and it's annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna do some brows, and then I'm gonna pick my blush. Oh, you can tell that I'm tired, but I'm still chatty. I'm at a weird point. My brain is at a weird point. Like, I'm tired, but I have a lot of energy, but also I can tell that I'm really tired. I feel like it's, you know, that point, like, when you used to have sleepovers, and you had that point where it's, like, starting to get a tiny bit late. So it was later than you would usually go to sleep. So you were excited, and you were, like, chatting and chatting and chatting, but you were actually getting really tired because it's so much later than what you're used to. But you're still like energized because of, oh my god, I get to stay up a tiny bit. So you're chatting and chatting, and then right at that point, like when it's like an hour or two after your usual bedtime, you just break down and you're like, and then you fall asleep. I feel like I'm at that energized point, you know? Like, also this was supposed to be a tutorial, not like a chatty get ready with me, so I should really tone it down. I also feel like I have to keep myself chatting and active to kind of stay awake, get everything done. I need to do so much. But it's gonna be nice at the zoo this weekend because we're gonna stay in a hotel at the zoo. And then the hotel, if I'm correct, also has a swimming pool. So I'm also looking forward to just sit in the bed at night, read a book, and then just in the morning take a little plunge in the pool, you know? I'm excited about that. That sounds nice, actually. Like, the thing is, I don't have to do that much nowadays, but I have some projects that I'm working on, and it takes a lot of time and energy, and I really have the most terrible sleeping schedule right now, which doesn't really help. I feel like I'm always in my brain like, oh, I need to work on that, I need to work on that. So it's just nice to go away somewhere for a day and not have anything on my to-do list and just read a book, spend some time there, look at all the pretty animals, take some lovely pictures. I love going to zoos for taking pictures. Like, I've taken some of my best pictures at the zoo. I can just put a few in because I'm really proud of them and I want to show them. Because, you know, I'm not really like the best at photography, but I just like taking pictures of animals. I just filled in my brows with the Essence Brows like a Boss Ink Brow Gel, by the way. What blush are we gonna do? Because the thing is, I feel like it should be green as well, but then maybe it'll be really green. And also I don't really have green, so I have to use just a regular eyeshadow. I don't know how that's gonna look. What? It keeps doing that. It keeps thinking that flower over there is a face. Anyway, so I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Primer Infused blush in the shade Always Hazy. I'm gonna put it a bit up here just to give some warmth to my face. Look, that's nice. Nice. Also, my friend and I just went to a movie. It's called Black Lotus. I laughed my ass off during that movie. Not because it was supposed to be funny. It was just really not that good. The thing is, it's like the main role, the lead role, is played by a Dutch boxing champion, and he is looking to get into acting, and he also co-produced the movie, but the entire movie just felt like it was written to make him seem like the most amazing person on earth, you know. And it was just really funny at times. Like, they mentioned his height at least 30 times, and it's a 90-minute movie. I don't know, the dialogue was just meh. It was a bit cheesy at points. Like, the guy, because he's Dutch, and he speaks English, and, like, I'm not saying my English is the most perfect ever. Of course, it's not. I just cannot take a person seriously if they speak, well, we call it Dunglish. English with the thickest Dutch accent ever. At points in the movie it wasn't that bad, but there were some lines that I was like, oh. And then I just can't take it seriously. I can talk in the Dutch English thing, if you want me to, because it's not that difficult to switch to that, but it just sounds so ugly, and if you say very serious lines in this type of English, it's gonna sound just terrible. I'm not saying I'm doing it perfectly. I have some weird articulation in some words, and I can't pronounce some words in general. If you're gonna have a really serious international acting career as a Dutch person, you should really work on your English. Well, at least I can't take you seriously. I don't know how that is with other people, but it's like, I don't mind people having an accent at all. It's literally just the Dutch accent. That's the only accent I cannot take seriously for the life of me. all I need to say is that there were really serious scenes in this movie of his best friend dying and whatever, and I just couldn't take it seriously because he was speaking with such a thick accent. And there was just a lot not good about the movie besides that fact. Just, there was a lot wrong. But it was like wrong in a funny way. I don't know, I was just watching the movie and just in my head pointing out the stuff that just doesn't make sense. And some things just make me laugh my ass off. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. But some things just make me laugh my ass off completely. And it was so funny to me. That's all you need to know about the movie. I sound really mean. I'm sorry, I just didn't like the movie. It was funny, but I didn't like it. But it was also not supposed to be funny, so that's not really good. So I think I'm just gonna go into my Beauty Bay Bright Mattes palette, and I'm going into this shade over here called Labyrinth, which is just the deepest green shade. Ooh, I'm sorry about that. And I'm just using that to go in the outer corner and make a bit of a wing shape, I think. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I also don't want to put in too many different shades of green because that's gonna take away from the monochrome look, I think. But I do want to go in with like a ton of shimmers, I think. But I do need to blend out this deep green with a bit of a lighter green because otherwise it's not gonna work very well, I think. Also going underneath the eye. Okay, I somewhat have the shape down. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Granny Smith next to it. Use that to blend it out. That's a nice looking blend, if I may say so myself. But I'm going more into my inner corner a tiny bit. Just lightly blend it out. I'm trying to keep the shape a bit. So I'm applying the Granny Smith shade kind of on top of where we've already applied it. And then I'm going outwards. I'm not applying it next to it. Because then the shape will grow bigger and bigger. I'm trying to avoid that a bit. Because I'm trying to keep the shape that I already had. And then of course we're going outwards into a bit of a wing. Okay, so we have the mattes done, so let's get into some shimmers. I think I'm going into this shade, just called Savvy by Chaos Dirt. Just first as a base. Get some color going on that lid, you know. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Pose from the Colourpop Fade Into Hue palette. I'm gonna use that on the inner corner of the lid. It's the base, but it's not sparkly enough for me. So I'm gonna go into the shade Manifest? No, Invest. The shade Invest by Chaos Dirt, which is lovely. I'm just gonna apply it on the inner corner. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? I'm just gonna move it a bit onto the lid as well. I just kind of want to try and get it all over it because it's such a pretty shimmer. This is just stunning. That makes such a difference. Ah, gorgeous. And I feel like we're gonna leave it at that with the eyeshadow. Because we're gonna do so much green, so we don't, you know, we want to tone it down a tiny bit. So I am going in with an eye pencil. And going into that waterline. This is the shade, I don't know, it's shade 9. From an old Meeki set, which is not available anymore anyway. But it's just a dark green eye pencil, it's not that green, so I'm pretty sure you could find a better one. Just to blend my waterline into the rest of my look. And I think I do want to go into Invest again with a brush and just make sure we have a bit of a brow bone highlight going on. That is also green. Maybe even a tiny bit over here. Not too much, because it does have a bit of a taupey base to it, a bit of a grey base. So we're going to have a cast if we're going to put too thick of a layer. And we're going to go over that with a different highlighter soon as well. Let's get into mascara. Where did I leave it? Here. I'm going to go green mascara as well. So I'm using the Mina Color Mascara in 759. I have 3 of their color mascaras. I'm enjoying them so far. They don't really do anything with like length and volume wise. They really just add color. So with a lot of these, I would recommend maybe getting a bit of a mascara primer, lash primer. I don't have one. I'm not planning on getting one because I don't use them that often. As you can see, it mainly adds just a tiny bit of color and not real like volume or whatever. So do keep that in mind. I think this green might look really fun on top of like a coppery red-ish neutral look. And then I think we have to go into, I think I'm gonna use that eye pencil I'm gonna clean it afterwards, but I'm gonna use that eye pencil as a lip pencil just because I want a bit of, just to prevent some bleeding and whatever, just to make it look clean. So I think just like this, just to line it. This is looking so extra, because this look on its own with a neutral lip would be so great. But we're just gonna add the green lipstick, because we have to. I mean, so this is the Mina lipstick in 734. And I am gonna need more Mina lipsticks because I have been loving them so far. So cool. Also, it goes on really easily for the fact that this is such a strange color. It has the pigment. It really does. And it's so comfy and so easy to apply. I really like the Mina formula. So I really want to try and get some of their other, especially their stranger shades, but also maybe some of their neutrals. I just want a tiny Mina lipstick collection. I just want it. So people, if you don't know what to get me for my birthday, just get me a Mina lipstick in any of the shades I don't have yet. This is so fun! I really love this. I mean, look at this combo. I need more Mina lipsticks. Mina, sponsor me. And just that is so satisfying to me. Anyway, let's finish this look up, shall we? I'm gonna dive into one of my older highlighters for, like, I used to use this every single day, and then I went over to that new one that I have. So I'm gonna go back into this one. So this is the Essence Treasure Glow Highlight Palette. I'm gonna go into the shade Major Glow, which is the middle one over here, which is a bit more warm toned, which I feel like fits this green golden glow theme that we have going on quite well. I'm done. So I'm gonna add some lashes, and then I'll be right back with you, and then we can chat a tiny bit more about this. Oh my god, it's so fun! I'm having the best time. And I'm gonna put on some lashes, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I'm back with the finished look. I am fully green, and I'm loving it. I feel like the Grinch in the best way possible. The lashes that I just put on are the LASplash lashes in the style Phantom. I feel like this look is more of like, I don't know, more for like pictures or something. Like, I like doing this look. But I need to figure out a way to wear this lipstick out and about in just like a regular way. So, I don't know, maybe I should do a video trying out like looks, more neutral looks for these kinds of lipsticks. Is that something that you want to see? Like a way to wear funky lipsticks and like match it in a bit that would make it, I don't know, a bit more wearable. And also, yeah, I don't know, you just gotta go out with funky lipstick in general. Just do it. But yeah, I really like this lipstick. It's also really comfy. And it's a bit like mostly matte. It has a tiny bit of a sheen to it. But it also feels really hydrating. It doesn't feel drying at all, which is great. Same goes for the neutral shade that I do have. So I really think I'm gonna expand on my Mina lipstick collection because I love this. So yeah, Mina, I need you to sponsor me. Send me more of these or something. I don't know. I might just go ahead and buy them. I love them. I'm gonna get some more. I want the purple ones. Anyway, this was the green makeup look of my dreams. We're sparkly, we're green. But yeah, let me know if you want to see a video of me trying out these kinds of funky lipsticks with more neutral looks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog, my socials, my gaming channel, and everything else you need to know about me is all linked down below, so you can check that out as well. That's gonna be it for me today, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!